Hey guys, dang old nerd again. Um, I'm taking the whole week off from work because I'm getting some dental work done. So yesterday I had a molar extracted. But anyways, today I want to just demonstrate how I made another mod for my holster. This one, it's a holder, or basically a sheath for the Romeo one tool. Cluttered. So I had trouble with my Sig tool in there. I had trouble getting the retention for the magazine, so I ended up just heating this part. I always use tinfoil, and then I just heated that one spot, and then I took a piece of, this little chopsticks that I use for blocking, and I just pressed down in there, made a little, I don't know, you can see that little divot right there, and what that does is that kind of locks into this little hole here in the magazine, and then that's what helps with the retention. I don't think you can really see it in there, but it goes in, and you can hear. And then but yeah, I want to try to address this Romeo 1 tool. So when I'm changing mags real quickly, sometimes it gets knocked out. And what I want to do is I want to maybe make a separate little, I guess you could call it a holster or a sheath or something for the tool, and I want to put it in here between the this little clip. I think it would fit. Maybe attach it with that retention screw here. So I think it would fit somehow between that. So that's what I want to try to do. Okay, start by removing the clip, and I found a scrap piece of kydex that I think will be big enough, and removing the retention screw. Okay, so I found this piece of kydex. I think it'll be big enough. I just want to fold this thing over. I'm not sure how much I need to fold over, but I'm thinking just kind of fold it over, and then as long as I have a place to put a hole, which then I can attach to the mag retention hole here. That's kind of the concept I have going. Let me remove the battery. Just put all this stuff here. Okay, so thing to do now is to heat up the kydex and then place it in here and try to fold it over. So now it's up to temperature. The important thing is to just put the shiny side up before you heat it, and then just place your tool there and then fold it over like a taco. And then try to get it kind of folded the way you want it. Now I'm place the top half of the press on it, and then clamp her down, and then just wait about 10 minutes or so. And then when it comes out, we can see how it looks. Here you can see that initial impressions, the retention doesn't seem to be that good. Maybe the piece of kydex is too small. And yeah, the retention is not very good at all. So might have to start over. Here's a bigger piece, orange that I had.
Maybe try it. It's a little bit bigger. Maybe try
just repeat the process.
Fold it over.
Remember, you want to put the shiny side up when you heat it. And this time I decided to just use the heat gun and not put it in the oven. And since I'm going to be heating it with a heat gun, I put my mask on. Okay, just apply the heat gun to it. It doesn't take too long, just a few minutes. Just apply the heat evenly, and you'll know when it's ready, because it'll start to flap a little bit. It'll get all flimsy, kind of. It'll fly away. It's just like paper. There you go. You can see it kind of wavering a little bit. So just keep applying the heat to it. I have a laser thermometer temperature gauge, but the battery's dead. So yeah, you can just eyeball it, and then once it starts to get all floppy, then it should be close to 300 degrees. And then you just fold it over again, like a taco. And then I'm just using my fingers to put pressure on it while it cools down. Try to form it to the shape that I want. And it doesn't take long to cool down. And it's pretty cool right about now, but I wasn't happy with the retention, so apply heat again, and then to the places or areas you want. I was thinking I wanted more retention, maybe on the screwdriver part, the metal part. So I'm trying to heat that area, and then just keep forming it, and then repeat it as many times as necessary. I think I had to do this 3 times until finally I was satisfied. Now I'm drilling a hole so I can put an eyelet in there, or a rivet sometimes, but I just want to put an eyelet in there to kind of help retain its shape. This is my workshop in the garage. It's basically, this is an old mattress that I just have in a mattress bag and taped to the wall. But yeah, not much space, so. And then this is the extent of my toolkit, basically a drill and a Dremel tool. So yeah, get the Dremel tool with the cutting blade on it, and then start removing all the excess material. I don't know, I think here I was just looking at how I wanted to cut it. I want to cut like one, I just usually cut it in, one side first and then to the opposite side. So, yeah, sorry about the camera angle. It's hard looking through my little iPhone holder around my neck to see what I'm doing. So, anyways, now I switch the Dremel to the sanding drum, and then just go about removing excess material and removing this corner here, and just basically smooth out all the sides. It's kind of roughed out to what I want.
Well guys, here's kind of the rough shape of it. Retention is not great, but it'll stay in there. I guess you don't really need much for this thing. But problem is, I can't fit it here or there. It's gonna get in the way of my red dot. So I'm thinking I might try to just attach it to this bungee. Maybe put it that way or this way. Attach it to the bungee. That might work. Okay guys, here's the way it looks. So it's kind of right behind the magazine clip here. And let's see how she works. Let me put this up. Okay, so it's a little bit farther into the belt line, and the way she looks, so you can see it's completely out of the way of my red dot, and then if I need to access it, I can just pull it out. Ooh, it's hard to do this through my camera. So I think it might be something that might work. It looks pretty good. So there you go. I guess I have a new way to keep my Sig tool on my holster. That's going to stay out of the way from the magazine and from my red dot.